Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now on the Shining Wizards hotline. She's calling all the way from outer space. It's a very expensive call, so please show her some respect. She is the alien, the one and only Kris Statlander. Kris, thank you for joining us tonight. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I am fantastic. How much are you? Are we footing the bill for this call from the galaxy or what?
I have a special phone that it doesn't charge, so you're lucky.
Ooh,
Okay.
Can you get us one of those phones?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
that's a
wow.
bummer.
Tony.
Alien exclusive. Sorry.
All right, Kris, and thank you very much again for joining us. You are actually out in sunny California. I'm hoping it's sunny. Is it sunny out there?
It is pretty nice today.
You out there for work or for play?
Work.
Work.
I don't play. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Ooh, are you
Aliens don't play.
Are you out there for possessions and stuff like that? Like a probe or anything?
It's classified.
Oh, see, even aliens have.
She's a tough nut to crack, man.
Top secret information.
Damn.
All right, Kristen. We got to get to it. It's a tremendous character. The alien. And you do it so well. Where's the inspiration from this come from? Did you have a favorite alien? Were you a big Alf guy? Did you watch X-Files? What was it, and how did you come up with this amazing character?
So they always say, like, in wrestling, like, your best characters or your best ways you're going to interact and, like, kind of have a connection with the crowd is if you do, like, a played-up version of yourself. And in a weird way, it kind of is, like my human form, where, like, growing up, it was kind of like, I never really fit in with anyone particularly, but I guess when people got to know me, they were more curious to learn more things about me, and that's kind of like how aliens are, where it's kind of like, oh, that's cool, but we don't really know. But once you kind of, like, dive into it, you're kind of like, oh my God, I want to know so much more. And I feel like that's kind of how I am in real life. So it's kind of, in a weird way, a played-up version of myself and my personality.
Right. So it's kind of like we kind of believe they're out there, but we've never really explored it or seen it. So that's kind of how you felt growing up. So you decided you have this amazing outlet to just let people know who you are.
Yeah. I'm also such like a big fan of science and space and all that stuff, so
yeah,
that helps too.
Yeah, we could tell by we see the tattoos that you have. A lot of them are extraterrestrial based, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you explain a little bit about the artwork that you've decided to put on yourself?
A lot of them, I guess, are just, most of them are personal reasons.
Okay.
Nothing like that's super private or anything, but I mean, the first one that I had that's like kind of spacey related is the picture of a gymnast in like an angel silhouette that has like a trail of stars behind it. That's just kind of like, I don't know, that was just like a weird thing that was in gymnastics that I had that I was a big fan of, that when I saw that, I loved that picture. And then I also have a sun on my shoulder with my zodiac sign, which is a Leo, in it. And then I added the solar system, including Pluto, of course, because, Milky Way galaxy.
Absolutely.
Home, I guess.
So are you a big tattoo person? Will we see more of the galaxy included in the artwork?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I definitely plan on adding more, like, constellations and stars and maybe some colors. And I have 13 or 14 tattoos. I don't know. I don't want to count them right now. It's something like that. I think it's 14.
Absolutely. And
but I love tattoos, yeah.
Fantastic. And let me ask you this. We just recently celebrated the 5th year anniversary of Create a Pro Wrestling. For those of you who don't know this, Kris trained and is the first female graduate of Create a Pro Wrestling. And it's to the point now where women's wrestling is in such a revelation that at some point we're just going to stop saying these accomplishments and just include everyone in the greatness that is graduating a wrestling school. But was it special to you though, to still have that kind of, thing tagged to you? Or are you at the point where like, listen, I graduated a wrestling school. So many people do it. It's not that huge.
I take pride in being the first female to graduate from the Creative Pro School, because there's technically two. There's the New York one, which is the one I trained at, and the New Jersey one, and I was technically the first from both of those. And to me, it was a big accomplishment. I remember my first day of training, the first day I signed up. I didn't really know anything about wrestling. It's just something I kind of fell into somehow. Not watching. I didn't start watching it until I started training, actually.
Wow.
But I just found my way into wrestling by accident, I like to say. But my first day I signed up, I walked in the door. Of course, it's the most intimidating person in the world, Pat Buck. And he's like, one of like the first things he said to me, he's like, just so you know, I've never had a girl I've trained that I've been proud of, or like I just haven't had like that success story with a girl. And that kind of stuck with me. And it like drove me to like, well, you know what? It's going to be me. I'm going to do it. So it was like a really big accomplishment and helped me stay motivated and helped me keep going. And it's really difficult. Wrestling sucks. It's hard. And one thing that I think also kind of drove me is that in training, the trainers are always like, oh, there's this way of doing things, but like for girls, it's okay if you do it this way. And I was just kind of like, no, like, fuck that. Oh, can I curse?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, no, fuck that. Why would I do it the easy way out? Why can't I just do it the regular way? I actually had that experience with the girl I just wrestled this past Saturday. She, it was just something about like doing strikes, and she was like, oh yeah, my trainer said that girls do forearms to the chest. And I was like, why do girls have to do forearms to the chest? Why can't a girl do a real forearm or a punch? Like, why can't you hit them in the neck like I do? I will hit you as hard as I fucking want in a safe place, but like, why do I have to succumb myself to hit a forearm the girl way, which looks most of the time really shitty? So it's just like, it's not even like I'm a super feminist or anything, but the way my parents raised me, there was never that like, oh, you can't do anything because you're a girl. Like my dad raised me as his son and my mom raised me as her daughter. So it's like, I kind of never experienced that, like, you can't do this because you're a girl. Like I never experienced anything like that until wrestling, where people made such a big distinguish between those two. And I was just like, why do I have to not do guy things? Why can't I do that? So for just like overall purposes, yeah, it was a big accomplishment for me to be the first female graduate, because it's like kind of such a big deal in wrestling. But for me, it like now I just like to say, like, I don't want to be a good women's wrestler. I just want to be a good wrestler, because why can't I be that? You know?
Okay, I have to back you up just a little bit. How does this happy accident of you falling into wrestling happen? I got to know the story behind this.
Okay. So I originally went to college in New Jersey for athletic training. And at that school, that was in New Jersey.
Where? What school?
I went to Kane University for a year.
Right in the backyard
yeah.
ski.
Yes. I was there for 1 year as an athletic training student, and I didn't like it. I didn't want to do it. But in one of my, like you have to take liberal arts classes, even though it's like science major. So whatever, life.
Yeah, sure.
So I took like an acting class, and in that acting class, I met another student who was a pro wrestler also, or who was a pro wrestler. I wasn't one yet at the time, obviously.
Right.
And we both kind of had the mindset of like, we don't really want to fucking do this. These people are kind of like weird actor-y people. Not to say that or weird, but like, you know how people can be.
Yep.
So, so yeah, we kind of had like the same mindset in this class, and we got like close, and he like invited me to a wrestling show so I could see it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is fun. And like I had heard about it because my dad's a big wrestling fan. He actually used to show me like videos of Rey Mysterio and be like, oh, look, he does splits like you do in gymnastics. And I was like, great, Dad. Okay. So I kind of didn't really I understood what it was, but I never really like paid attention or cared for it or ever really watched a full match. So after this, that 1 year of school, I told my friend, the wrestler, who I was like, oh, not going to be at school anymore. Sorry. And then, but I stopped going to school so I could go train to do stunt doubling because I'm a fucking psycho. So I did that, and he was like, oh, well, we do shows on Long Island. So because you're doing the stunt training, why don't we see if we can bring you in and like kind of use you somehow? And I was just like, all right, cool. Just thinking it was just like some fun thing to do every once in a while. So they brought me in as a manager, and I was just managing for this team, and I was like used a little bit like part of the story or whatever they were doing in this one company that ran like every other month or something. And I did that for 2 years. And in those 2 years of managing, still the matches I was managing was the only wrestling I was watching. Like I still paid no mind to it outside in the real world, or like had no idea what WWE, like I knew what WWE was, but like I had no idea who anyone was, or like, and I didn't know anything. But after 2 years of doing that, that kind of inspired me to try it out. And I think because of my stunt training, I kind of wanted to keep doing more physical things like that. So some of the people that were at that one promotion were doing the Creator Pro shows, and I knew that because of good old social media and Facebook. Right. So I showed up to a Creator Pro show one day. The show was called Creator Bro. It was Sunday, March 13th, 2016. Yep. And that night I emailed the school and decided to sign up for training, and they said, come by Tuesday. And that's how I got started.
So let me ask you this, though. You weren't a fan per se. You get involved in it. Have you fallen in love with the business yet?
Yeah, I've grown so much appreciation, and I really do love wrestling so much now. It was funny because on Sunday I teamed with Pat Buck, my trainer, and he'll like say, oh, we're gonna let's do a 3D, and he'll look at me, he'd be like, you know what a 3D is? And I kind of do, but like I don't also, like I'm not like super familiar with everything. And he's like, it's so funny how you know everything but you don't know anything. And I was like, yeah, I'm working on it, but that's just me, I guess. Like there's so much wrestling history. There's no way I can learn everything. Like I've only been wrestling for 3 years now, and
right. And
I think I've done okay so far.
No, absolutely. You've literally been just about everywhere. Beyond, Chaotic, Blitzkrieg, obviously. I think the Queens of Combat as well, and Limitless, and this and that. So when you're in all these locker rooms and people are talking, is there ever any like wrestling talk? And if there is, like, are you just kind of like sitting like you said, you don't know what a 3D is. So like, are people ever talking about it around you and you're just kind of like a church mouse, like all quiet?
Oh yeah, people make like references to me all the time, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you are talking about. You need to like dumb this down for me. But it's like it's not like all the time where people try and talk like history with me or anything. It's just like sometimes people make references and I just don't know them, and I'm just like, can you just show me instead? Like, that's all.
That's huge. And of course, if you're just joining us in on the Shining Wizards hotline, Kris Statlander, the alien, calling all the way.
Hey.
What's that?
I said hey.
Oh, hey. She is on the line. You can follow her on Twitter and Instagram at Call Me Kris Stat on both handles, correct?
Very correct. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Handles. He's such a professional.
I'm trying. Listen, I've seen. I think, at least in Rawway, I think I've seen just about every one of your matches.
Ooh, he's a stalker.
And well, I worked for the freaking place.
No,
so it's such an incredible. It's when you see someone completely evolve and learn so much. And of course, like you said, you're the first graduate. Give me your thoughts on the intergender wrestling. 'Cause I know you got a match coming up with, I believe, Smart Mark. Is that right?
Yeah, I have.
I think that's.
I also have a match with AR Fox coming up too that just got announced.
Ooh.
Yes.
So.
And that's and you worked with like David Starr. Do you enjoy?
I've done a lot. I've done a lot of intergender matches.
Okay, so give us like your general take on it. Do you prefer it? Do you love it? Like you said, you just want to be the best wrestler, and that seems to be what a lot of people think. That intergender wrestling should have no boundaries. You just got to be the best wrestler, so you got to face the best. Is that kind of your take on it?
Yeah, so I get both sides of it where it's like, oh, if a guy is like visibly like much bigger, like, yeah, it kind of takes you out of it, of like the believability of it. But I also, for me personally, I don't want to say I have a preference because, you know, both genders, there's really good and there's really bad wrestlers. So like, you never know what you're going to get. But fortunately, I've been really lucky to get to work with like very, very good male wrestlers. And with women, I feel like I hate to like brag or like do stuff, but I like people tell me all the time how much I like surpassed so many people. And I don't like to say that because I'm still so new, but sometimes when you're in the ring with people, you're kind of just like, oh, I expected a lot more of you, kind of. And it's like, oh, I didn't realize I'd have to be the one leading this match or anything. And it's not like it's like all the time or anything, but the only way you're going to get better and get respect is to, you know, work people that are much better than you and keep up with them or even be on their level or even prove that you're past their level. And there's much more opportunity to do that in intergender matches because one, there's so much more male wrestlers that have just been around so much longer, and you know, guys are willing to do a little bit more wild and crazy things, and sometimes girls just care about making sure they don't break a nail or their weave doesn't fall out and stuff like that. So I don't want to say I prefer intergender matches. I know that I learn more, but I also learn a lot more about how to like lead and like how to simplify things. It's both learning experiences in their own ways. So you learn different things from both matches.
Okay, we don't want to take up too much out of your time, but we do have some more lighthearted, goofy questions from our Patreon followers.
Oh, you're gonna read these?
I'm gonna read a couple of them.
Right.
It just, you know, we love talking about wrestling, but we also like to have some fun and goof. I don't know how many of these you're gonna know.
Yeah, we're long far away from. How did you get into wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, actually, we asked all that anyway.
But you know what? But part of what we do is introduce fans that might not know who Kris is.
She did say she just fell into wrestling, so I had to know the backstory on that one. Are you up for some questions, Kris?
No, I don't.
No, okay. She didn't hear that.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna rapid fire some questions out for you, and you're probably not gonna. You might not get a whole lot of them. First one is.
I'll do my best.
All right, these are just gonna be fun, so have fun with it.
So be nice. Come on.
I want to be nice.
All
right. Who is your favorite murderer?
Murderer?
Yeah. So that was a legit question?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
I don't know.
That sounds like a weirdo.
I don't study murderers.
No, fair enough.
That's probably the best answer.
Are you related to the Space Child from Kiss? Are you familiar with the band Kiss? No, you are not. Okay. Do you like American Dad, the TV show?
I do, actually.
Any affiliation, like any affinity with Roger?
We're not related or anything, but I would love to be.
Ooh.
Roger, that's if you're listening, Roger. She's interested.
Yeah,
Yes,
Roger,
yeah.
if you're listening, give me some of those costumes.
Yeah.
There you go. Without going into too much detail, are you familiar with Alf? Do you know Alf?
Alf, I've heard of Alf because I do a lot of crossword puzzles, and he's a lot of the answers.
Yes, he is. Usually on the day in the beginning of the week. He's he's one of the easy ones. All right, I think that's enough of the goofy questions.
So she's an alien that likes to do crossword puzzles. This is awesome.
Listen, we like to.
I got to keep my brain going, okay?
Wait, you did say you had a tattoo of Pluto, right?
Well, I have the solar system, and Pluto is included, so.
That's right.
Okay. I was going to ask if you were Plutonian, if you're like from a planet in our galaxy, if you were from somewhere else.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
Best answer ever.
I didn't hear.
I was curious to know
That's
if
my
you were
bad.
from one of the planets from our galaxy or if you're from outside of the Milky Way.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I was not paying attention.
All right. Are you from another planet within our galaxy, or are you so far beyond that scope that we can't even find it?
No, I am from the Andromeda Galaxy.
Ooh.
Look at that. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. If you watched any of my matches, you would have known that.
I watch all your matches.
Kevin just doesn't. Kevin's
Well,
very nervous. He's usually working
I've
the
literally
soundboard.
built from the Andromeda Galaxy every single time. So,
Kevin.
All right, you may have got me, but I'm playing your music, so I can't. So it's tough for me to hear, Sturch do his thing or whatever.
Sturch, listen to you dropping names.
Yeah.
Anyway, we want to ask just a little bit about the current state. Do you keep up with wrestling now, the main product now?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
As best as I can.
As best as you can. So what have you taken away from what you've seen lately with Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch and Charlotte being the first female main event of WrestleMania?
I mean, it's bound to happen sometime, and I feel like now at least these women have more momentum than anyone in the company. So I think it's great. I know I really wish they would have waited for me to get signed before they did the first ever women's main event.
Us too.
So I could have been in it, but things happen. So I think it's great. I have no complaints about it. I think they have a really good story built up. It's cool. It's really cool. I'm not mad about it. I'm not gonna cry myself tears of joy over it, but it's great.
All right. The alien, Kris Statlander. We're gonna let you go real quick, but we just want to mention a couple things you do have coming up, and I'm probably forgetting a bunch because there's so many. But one of the couple of the latest things just announced: Create a Pro, April 26th, Boom Boom against Penelope Ford. Is this gonna be the first time that you're gonna have the pleasure of working with Penelope Ford?
No, I worked with her I think 2 times before.
Okay,
One was like a fatal 4-way. One other time was a singles match. Both of those matches happened at Limitless.
Gotcha.
So,
Yes.
not in the area.
Right. That's New England-ish, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a big show. Cole Cabana's gonna be there. It's on 78 Hempstead Turnpike. The Limbrook Knights of Columbus. That's pretty huge.
I think Colt's taking on Smart Mark Sterling, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be a big show.
Well, and then Beyond Wrestling is doing a live weekly show for independent TV. How involved are you going to be in that?
As often as I can. I do have real life jobs and other stuff going on. So, and Massachusetts isn't like a town over. So,
right. No, I hear you.
I'm going to be there as I can.
Absolutely. And listen, we don't want to keep you. We're going to let you go. Call me Kris Stat on Instagram, on Twitter. Follow her everywhere you can because she's awesome. She's going to be a star.
Huge star.
I agree, and I've said it because I've seen her since basically WrestlePro's inception.
Even though you don't know her theme music.
Because it's tough. I know her theme music because she was using Katy Perry, Alien.
I do use Perry.
Yeah, so she was using it, but I know a couple times we couldn't because of the rights or whatever. But Other than that, listen,
I
we want
just want to plug my weekend events.
Yes,
Sure.
please do. Yes, we're going to let you do that.
Okay. So Friday, I'm going to be at Chaotic Wrestling. I have a rematch against Tasha Steelz for the Chaotic Women's title. Saturday, I have a rematch with Smart Mark Sterling, and I'm going to beat the shit out of him.
You should. Fucking
And
drunk.
Sunday, I am going to be in Baltimore for Ring of Honor.
That's what, you know what? I saw that, but I couldn't find it today. What exactly, who are you working Ring of Honor?
So it's a triple tag match. It's me and Tasha, oddly enough, against Carissa Rivera and Gabby Ortiz against Sumi Sakai and
Yes.
Jenny Rose.
I
Wow,
did see.
that's
It.
a
I knew I
match.
saw it, but I couldn't find it today. It was weird, so I don't know.
It's all right. You're doing okay.
So that's
okay.
going to happen on Sunday.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Big things. Keep an eye out for her. Keep an ear out. Do whatever you can. Again, thank you very much
Yeah, thanks
for joining us.
Chris. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was
This
a whole
awesome.
lot of fun.
And thank you.
All right.
And please haunt some of my relatives in the middle of the night if you're not busy. You know, just kind of shine some lights in the window.
Add connections. Don't worry.
All
Oh,
right.
that'd be awesome. You're the best.
No problem.
All right. Bye.
Thanks, Chris. Have a great night.
You too, guys. Bye-bye.